Y'all, I've got a ton of UFO sightings for you guys today from the month of October. So let's jump right in. Starting with the sighting from Lima, Peru on the 12th of October 2025. The man recording says in Spanish that you're going to see a little lens flare on the camera. Don't focus on that. Look at the clouds. There's a ton of lights in them and they make no sense. Take a look.
No sé si se puede ver arriba del aeropuerto de la FAB. Acabo de salir y veo esas luces. Esa luz verde es de la cámara, pero esas luces que están ahí ya están desapareciendo, pero habían bastantes. Solamente quedan 4 o 5 rojas. Ahí está, en color verde, rojo. ¿Qué es esa? Drones de la FAB. Ok. Ahí está, han aparecido más ahora. ¿Qué tal? Ya se desaparecieron ya.
The witness further explains that he doesn't believe that they were drones or anything because the weather was really bad, and they tend not to fly them when it's rainy or super windy, as they will break. So what do you think that was in the sky? Next, we have a strange UFO in New York City the very next day. This thing flew by above the Empire State Building. Luckily, someone was able to catch it with their camera. Sound off in the comments with your thoughts on this. Now that thing was trucking along the sky. I tried to zoom in to get a better look, but they must have recorded on their phone because it doesn't get much better. But I did notice like a weird twinkle to it. I don't know if you guys saw that as well. Next, we have a strange sighting from Brazil on the 12th of October 2025. Witnesses noticed a strange light out their window, red and glowing brighter by the second. They're still baffled as to what it could have been that they were seeing hidden behind the clouds. Take a look.
Eu não sei. Olha lá, tá saindo mais. Será que explodiu algum avião? Tá caindo pedaço? Olha, vem ver. Olha, olha. Tá saindo do céu. Olha, tá saindo do céu.
The shock when the second one appeared, I would have been freaking out too. Now, some people said that it could be flares in the sky. However, others have noticed that they weren't dropping any of their little, slag from the heat and the molten parts of it, and they didn't seem to be dropping down as quickly as flares would. However, I do notice a descent on the one on the right. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Our next strange sighting from October 2025 is actually a recurring UFO sighting. Something that we find strange and see more often than not. Still doesn't make sense. And this is UFOs entering, exiting, or just generally being around volcanoes. You're going to see in this time lapse multiple objects flying by. But as you see from the timer at the top, it's not a ridiculously fast time lapse for that to be stars or normal planes. Those things are still trucking across the sky and they don't make any sense. They do look a bit elongated, but again, we are working with a time lapse, which kind of jumbles that a little bit. Still, take a look and let me know your thoughts about the UFOs around Mount Popo in October of 2025. Now that particular recording is from the 11th, but what's strange about that particular volcano in Mexico is that you can record it any night and you'll likely see strange objects flying around the volcano, often flying into them, and the ones that fly in are the ones that make I guess the ones that fly out make the least sense because it's lava. What? Now across the map in South Korea, there was a strange sighting October 15th of 2025. A weird light in the sky. When they zoom in, it almost looks boomerang in shape. However, I'm not sure if that's just like a flare of the light on the camera, like maybe it's being warped. It does look really weird. Ooh, weird? It looks really weird, and it did fascinate the observers. Take a look.
我操！哎，看这啥？我操！我操！我操！我操 ！UFO！ 我操！我操！今天几号？我操！我操！我操！我操！怎么刚才从这儿飞到这儿？我操！看，我操，这速度，我操！我等会给大家报今天几月几号，我真喝多了。我操！我操！我操！
Yeah, personally, I don't think that was like a space launch or anything. However, the international captures are a bit harder to get information on, so I don't know what direction they were even facing in South Korea. Still a very interesting sighting. Over in the States, we have a sighting in Florida on the 18th of October 2025. Two strange orbs in the sky, seemingly moving in tandem. You even notice a sheriff copter afterwards flying around, and the viewer comments on it and comment on the UFOs, and it's just a very interesting sighting. And I do love the commentary because it shows that, yeah, everyday people are seeing this and they don't know what the hell's going on. Take a look.
Looks like the two spheres are getting closer to each other. Don't really know what's going on here. We have two spheres now in frame. Oh. Where'd they go? Getting closer together. See if I can get them. There they are. Two spheres now in frame. Got this helicopter still. It's done so many circles by now. Looks like it has a star on it. Let's see if it can focus. Yep, it's a helicopter.
Now, as you see, the witnesses say that the helicopter was circling around the area. Were they trying to catch those things or catch video of them? If we have these choppers flying around these UFOs, they must be gathering evidence because they're not going to go catch them. Why don't we see that evidence as well? Where is that footage from that chopper? Florida does seem to attract a lot of visitors, as this next sighting is also from Florida. Close to Miami, witnesses captured this strange light in the sky. The witness in the video himself claims he's not, well, let's just say he's not normally a believer, so if he's saying it, I guess, you know, it must be it. And he seems a little bit baffled by it. Take a look and let me know your thoughts in the comments below.
All right, no cap, folks. As you know, I'm a well-known journalist. You can click on my link in profile to verify that, my huge YouTube channel. This is from this morning around 2:30 a.m. I was about 30 minutes north of Miami, about 1.8 miles from the coast. So it starts out as this weird orb. In person, I know it looks different on the camera. In person, it was about, I don't know, 3 times bigger than any star. And it had this weird glimmer and was changing colors. So I'm focused on that. And I don't even realize if something zips across the sky, you're about to see it. You're about to see a triangular craft, clear, silent, and we caught it in 4K over Fort Lauderdale, again about 30 minutes north of Miami, just last night. And I'm not some weirdo. This is the real thing. So I filmed this from my 38th floor balcony, again at around 2:30 a.m., facing southeast. We have the exact coordinates for people who are interested. Again, no sound, no flight path lights. Same coordinates, the same sky corridor. We matched it to 2 beachfront hotels for scale. So we've got this totally coordinated where it flew this morning. And we put it into Google's AI as well as GPT. And according to their analysis, this thing was going at least Mach 2 or 3. So above 2,000 miles an hour, more than 4 or 5 times faster than any commercial jet or private jet in the area. By the way, the flight paths don't show any activity in that area at 2:30 a.m. So again, you see this triangle swoop in at about 4 to 5 times the speed of any commercial jet, and there are no commercial jets typically running at 2:30 a.m. Not in this area. What is that, folks?
Really strange sighting, and I love that he did his due diligence, got the coordinates, which way he was facing, checked flight patterns. There was nothing in the sky. That was truly an anomaly. Next, we have another strange sighting in Mexico. This occurred the 18th of October, 2025, and I find this sighting extremely interesting, as it resembles one we've seen before, a mass sighting that was caught in broad daylight. Really weird vibes. Take a look.
Amigos, aquí les presento una secuencia de unas 4 fotografías. Chequen muy bien la posición de esas luces en el cielo y vamos a apreciar cómo cambian de posición. Eso fue exactamente arriba de mi casa al frente. Ahí está el famoso poste, ¿sí? Y eso lo siempre procuro tener un punto de referencia en las fotografías o en los videos. Y vamos a checar cómo se están moviendo esas luces, cómo cambian de posición, ¿sí? Es una secuencia muy interesante. Saludos.
Now I think it's fascinating because although it looked a bit more static, it clearly changed shape. But in the beginning, it reminded me of that strange UFO that was captured in the park that looked almost like a person or an astronaut with its hand out. Do you guys remember that? Remember this clip?
Is it a cross? Heck, no, it's not a cross. What is that? Like a...
Let me see it. Straight up and down.
Dude, it looks like a dude in a suit. It looks like Iron Man. What the heck? Jonathan, what in the world?
Probably the super. What is that? Maldakians. Might be the super people, Maldakians. Yeah.
I don't know nothing about no Maldakians.
One straight up and down.
Might be them.
Oh yeah.
You'll know when you guys see them.
I feel like they look very similar. The one in Mexico was just at night, so you couldn't get as much detail, but I feel like I saw that same figure that's say in the beginning of the video. That's so weird to me. Now back in the States, in Rancho Taylor, Texas, witnesses captured 3 strange objects in the sky, potentially 1 giant craft or 3 craft in delta formation. With the darkness and cloaking of these possible crafts, it's almost impossible to tell. Still, in my opinion, this is a great capture, and I can't wait for you guys to see it. I don't know, I just love that they were determined to capture it, and even when they were getting their, blurry image, they made sure to focus in and capture the actual craft that wasn't like a 5-second clip. Thank you, I appreciate that, I love that. Now over in Colombia, they're also having their fair share of UFOs, with this next sighting occurring on the 17th of October 2025 in Cucuta. I want to make sure I'm saying that correctly, Colombia, and it's just it's just really weird green lights, and even the witnesses are like, bro, what the hell is that? And to an extent, you could really clearly see it through the phone. It was harder for them to see with their eyes, which is why she exclaims in Spanish, look at it through the phone. It's so weird. Take a look.
Papi, ¿no lo ves? Míralo en el teléfono. ¿Qué vaina será esa, verdad?
Ahí estamos viendo un fenómeno que se ha aparecido en este momento allá en el cielo. Es una luz entre azul y verdosa, es toda rara.
I just find it so strange. And like the next clip that I'm about to show you, it reminds me a lot of the New Jersey UFO drone, whatever the heck we want to call it, that incident. Because it was like normal looking lights, but then when you really pay attention, there's like something a bit off about it. It's just so weird. So we have another sighting in California, this time from the 19th of October 2025. And this is one of those strange orb sightings that kind of remind me of the New Jersey UFO drone incident from last year, because at first you see this green light and then it changes a little bit of color and then you think it may be a drone, but then the colors as it starts flashing just make no sense, and the sighting just gets weirder as it goes along. And again, we still have no answers. Check it out. That, more so than that previous one, really reminds me of the Jersey event. Just because there were a lot of witnesses that were like, oh, it looks like a drone or it looks like a plane sometimes. And then sometimes in front of their eyes and sometimes on camera, these things would change shape and colors and it would just be all around very strange. Another strange volcano UFO sighting occurred in Guatemala. This occurred on the 21st of October 2025, and it was at the Volcano de Fuego, a volcano of fire. They captured this strange object hovering for a bit above the volcano and captured it on camera. Take a look.
Objeto tipo cilindro, cerca del volcán de Fuego.
What on earth could those things possibly be doing? The thing that drives me crazy, and I feel like everyone crazy, is that not only are we not getting answers, not only are more occurring during the 3-Eye Atlas Passover event where a new thing appeared between us and 3-Eye Atlas, but that's another video, but we have no answers. And this is like air safety. We have travel concerns. Planes don't feel comfortable in the sky. We already have crap happening with the government where we have less people in the airport guiding the traffic for our airplanes. Now we also have to worry about these things in the sky. Like, it's just way too much. And there's still more. Like this weird sighting in Brazil of a more orb-like UFO, seemingly showing plasma qualities, baffling the viewers.
Cadê? Chega mais perto. Olha aqui, ó. Tá aqui nesse buraquinho.
Aqui.
Não,
E agora tá paradíssimo.
Para pra ele mexer, deixa eu ver ele mexer.
Cadê? Não sabe?
Ó, segue a caixa d'água. Oh, meu Deus.
E agora não vai mexer mais.
Tá lá na frente, então, né?
Ah, tô vendo.
Tira a neta aqui de vista da lapa.
Gente.
Aquele nosso pai.
Nossa, que parada sinistra.
Não, chega mais perto, cara.
Mas é pra poder mostrar que, tipo, ainda tá paradíssimo.
Ele foi pra um lado, ele foi pro outro.
Ele rodou.
Ou isso é aquela estrela de...
Não, é a estrela andando?
Tava andando.
Ele não tava ali. E começou a rodar. Eu falei que era OVNI, ninguém me escutou.
Ó, brilhando.
Ai, credo, tá indo sequestrar alguém.
Isso, cara, não tá fazendo sentido.
Gente, que louco.
Desceu uma luz pra
Que louco.
Ele tava azul, agora já tá outra cor.
Ele tá mudando de cor, tá ficando roxo.
Olha lá, diminuindo. Mas vem de cá.
Gente, o que é isso?
Meu Deus do céu.
Gente, o que é isso? Não é um drone.
É sim.
That was earlier in the month and occurred on the 9th of October 2025. And guys, that is just a fraction of the UFO sightings that occurred this month. What's happening? It's like they're more frequent around this time of the year, but this time it's a lot. There are a lot. And just like the sighting from Florida where the guy checked the sky guy, checked the satellites and checked the flight travel to see if that could possibly be just something we made and nothing appeared. Many more people are starting to open these apps and do personal research to see whether it's a satellite or not, and oftentimes it's something anomalous. We need to figure out what's going on, and our governments need to give us some answers. If you made it this far, smash that like because you loved the video. I'll see you in the next one.